But even homeboy said it, that he just came home. Or he said, let me correct that. There's no blood and Crips in the same house. On the island. He said it may be is a king phone and a blood phone. And maybe a near that phone, but he don't really see them around like that no more. And that's with all respects. Because sometimes you got one or two that'll come through that'll just thorough and be like, yeah, I'm near that, but he really gets busy. There's people and everything that really get busy. And of course, I'm never promoting none of that. Of course, I believe you should hold yourself down. I say all that to say that, bro, New York is New York. We got our own style, our own wave. Be easy. You don't need to be trying to please nobody from nowhere else, bro. And I'm not talking about when it comes to the what's poppin'? You already know what this is on the Lockout. So today, prison gangs, prison politics. All these so-called gangsters that's out of nowhere, starting up YouTube politics. I'm not good for the talking when it comes to like something that has to do with beliefs, right? Like I try to, my mom's always told me, like, if you ain't got nothing good to say, like, don't really say it at all. And sometimes you gotta watch what you say, because like I always say, too much conversation leads to unnecessary information. That's just a fact. So views, subscribers, and so forth, right? When it comes to all these people making videos out of nowhere, and I always say I don't ride nobody's wave. I'm the current. You know what I mean? I change your waves and I go in a different direction. You feel me? I just change shit up. I do me. I do what I want to do. I say what I want to say. But one thing's for sure and two things for certain. I'ma keep it Brooklyn, New York, all the way, right? So people ask me, Warpath, what's your opinion on what's going on with these dudes and the politics and these YouTube streets, the way people say? Because now out of nowhere, dudes want to bring the streets to YouTube, which is not going to work. It's like hip hop and streets. They don't mix. It's like you do one or you do the other, or it's a rap for you. You either going to jail or you're going to get murked. It's just a fact. Or am I bugging out? But check this out. When you got someone coming on and they like, you know what, I'm trying to be positive, you feel me? I'm not with spreading hate, this and that. But if you mention other people like so much and be like, damn, these people, you had a problem, these people were dogging you out in the prison system, it stirs up a lot of things again. Because it makes whatever the other gang was, which in this situation, of course, it was the gold team with the red team. But I like to keep it that way. You know what I'm saying? But since you watching, I know what it is with you. You want to hear the raw dog. So let's say King's Bloods. If you keep bringing that up, you know what? You opening old wounds and people start rethinking. You could think, you're the OG, you're going to speak respectfully, and it never turns out that way. I'm not good for someone when I'm listening to someone and someone is like cursing my people out. Like New York, you idiots, like going hard like that. That turns me off. First of all, if I'm live with somebody like that, I'm clicking off. Like I'm not sitting there and allowing that. Like that's not happening. And whoever does it, like more power to you. But my opinion on everything that's going on is common sense. You feel me? It's like with the situation with homeboy speaking on the Bloods, this dude speaking on Kings, this dude speaking on Crip, whatever it may be. I don't know. I keep saying it and I'm going to say it again. Like, dudes are crazy. You know what? If real street dudes, the Bloods that I be around, the Crips that I be around, the Kings that I be around, they don't be with that. If dudes were really tuned in and following that, believe me, these dudes will have 10 billion subscribers and the views will be up the roof to the millions. That's how you know that real street dudes ain't effing with that, like, at all, or with them. You feel me? Is looked upon like, bro, who does that? Who puts all your business on YouTube, the biggest platform in the world? Like, you want to come now to YouTube and gangbang because people are promoting movies, promoting books. That looks corny. Like, it's one thing if you say a story and all that, but when people say, this is what kills me, and if it don't apply to you, then let it fly. You feel me? Like, cause we good for taking things personal. Like, oh, he's talking about me. You know, who you talking about, homie? Like, you know, it's always a bozo that want to do that. But my whole thing is this. Even if I had started a gang, a prison gang, or what have you, I would never come on here and be like, yeah, I'm the godfather, you know, I'm the founder. That leaves a bad taste in people's mouth. Number one, dudes where I'm from in New York, they ain't trying to hear that. Facts. Nobody's trying to hear that out here. Second of all, if people live somewhere else in the West Coast, wherever, Chicago, whatever, respects to everybody. But New York is New York. We ain't never worry about nobody. We do what we do. You feel me? And certain situations is none of my business. I'm not that. But give an opinion like everybody else, I could do that. Why? Because I got a platform to do that, and I got feelings, and I think like everybody else, and I watch like everybody else. But let me do me. You do you. So check this out. When you talking about something, and you mention something that you really know nothing about, or you probably know about what's happening over there where you live, and you don't know what really went on over here, you look crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. And, you know, I knew that to the dudes that make YouTube content that are involved or was involved, that dudes wasn't going to be feeling that. Because I'm not even a part of that, and I wasn't feeling it. Even though every time somebody wants views or every time they trying to come up, what do they mention? That's right, the GOAT team. Dudes want to talk about Kings all the time. Why? Because they need to move that algorithm. They need to move the machine. And people are looking that up all day. So they figure they know the words. Yo, say this, it's going to pop. People like that. They like drama. So when someone comes on, they be like, you know, I'm not with the gang banging or the whatever. Nah, you banging right now. Every time a dude say, yo, I'm really that. But, you know, I'm not in the street like that. Like, they want to take themselves out. That sound corny. It's like you are, you not. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing if you say like, because let me keep it 100. I do it sometimes, but I do it like this. Like, bro, YouTube, I do it because I love it, right? It's something keeps me out of trouble, keeps me entertained. The people want to hear things. Some people take a liking to you and they be like, yo, your opinion on, like people was asking me now. And I'm like, yo, I really don't like to get into I'll talk about those situations because I always say I'm not a gang member. You heard? I'm a YouTuber, huh? But then keep it that way. When I come here, I'm a YouTuber. Facts, because I don't filter down the recruitment or the okay of being in anything that has to do with hurting your own people or other people. I listen very well. You know, and I play things again, but certain things I don't even have to play like that. From the gate when I start listening, I know what it is. I say all that to say, bro, don't be misled by the misinformed. I always say that because these dudes use a tactic of I'm for the people. And when I was rolling with this, it was because that team was oppressing you, and not everybody's like that. So I always like to exclude myself. If that was like that, right? And now everybody's friends with the blue team because they getting big. So now, oh, it's a truce, it's this, it's that. Bro, let's be realistic. And I'm not a hater. I want everybody to get along. But don't front to sell your book or to sell your story or whatever. You know, just keep it real. It is what it is. If you're going to filter down peace on any platform, then always filter down peace. Everybody. Nobody should be posting up no drama, no beefing, no touching on nobody else in a physical way, like hitting nobody, no fighting, no nothing, because it looks bad to the youth. So they looking at older dudes like, come on, bro, you serious? Who this clown? You think New York is worried about somebody in the West Coast? And then when dudes talk about New York, it's always like, yo, y'all copy. Y'all ain't got your own style. Y'all ain't this. Y'all ain't that. Look, and we love all people. I'm just saying certain individuals. If you ain't going to talk right about New York, don't talk on it. Because from the minute when you come off and you trying to talk, you talking like you super gangster. 90% of people that do it. And like New York has to bow down to whatever others say that don't even live here. That's just how I think about it. And it gets me really tight sometimes because I got feelings like everybody, and I'm watching, I'm like, everybody wants to tell a story now. There's 1,000,001 versions of this story, and nobody has yet got it right. Why? I'm going to tell you why. And I always say this, because real KING don't make videos explaining everything full detail so dudes feel like they could get away with that. You feel me? And if they did, it would just start up a whole lot of shit again, because a lot of people ain't gonna like the truth because the lie is more entertaining than anything. I placed the video before about Duke, and this is what I got to say to people. When you stop, people be talking about, oh, they were being oppressed by these people, being oppressed by those people. When you stop the oppression of your own people, then I'll be like, you know what? Now people are doing something. Like, let's get to the money. Let's get to the real. Because there's still a major problem. All that the dudes are getting along. Dudes say that to save face, because where they live at in their neighborhood is a lot of people from another gang. So let's say if it's let's say Vice Lords, whatever, right? Just to pick a name, no disrespect to them. They'll be like, bro, you crazy, man? I know mad Vice Lords that are my friends, bro, and they don't hang out with not one of them, but they deep in his hood. The majority of these people that be talking on YouTube do not be outside, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I live in the boroughs, and you know, when I go live, probably not in my videos, I post all the time and who I'm with. Let's keep it 100. I delete all my lives because I don't want it to look or seem like I'm filtering down, like hanging out in the street or like gang is like the way to go in life, because it's not. Let's be realistic. But rest in peace to Meg, BK. They had his get together, you know, for his passing, with the situation that happened with this sickness that everybody's catching. And my man sent me videos and everything in my neighborhood in Brooklyn of Crips, Bloods, Kings together. And the dude that passed was King for years, facts. And everybody was there showing him love because he was the type of dude that loved all people. Which got songs with Face Dot, shout out to Face Dot, which is a Blood. Got songs with Nick Guns, which is another rapper. There's a Blood, well known in Brooklyn. These people are from Brooklyn also. And ain't none of that going on, what these dudes be talking. All them dudes, we don't F with them, with the kings, this and that. Where? In the streets, it's not like that, bro. Probably isolated incidents. But the real G's, the real dudes that's out there repping Brooklyn and repping, don't do none of that. So don't believe the hype. Because these dudes would have had 1 million followers, bro. This is a fact. But they don't. It says a lot. But you could fool people that don't live in New York. Why you think dudes, let's be real, don't say nothing to me? Don't answer, because they know. I be posting and I see, bro, go to my Instagram, on the lockout _. I post a lot of things that I don't post on YouTube, because YouTube is supposed to be a family-friendly site. And when they start shutting down these so-called prison gang channels, whatever, that they come off as positive, and then when they don't got no more content, it's like they'll even throw at their own people. But it's normal, because that's what they do in the prison system. That's what they do all over the place. It's always your own people. And I'm not saying just that or certain race or whatever. We've done it too. But is it right? Is it cool? Of course not. So I showed this video before. You could go check it out. I was going to post it right now. And I didn't want to post it because it's his content. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to let you hear a little bit of it, which I did before.
Only thing you got in contact with your family, loved ones, is mail and phone. So many niggas trying to get on the phone and call 311 and make their complaints. Guess what? Some niggas never touch the phone. Some houses got blood flows. Some houses got blood, Crip. No, let me correct that. There's never Crip and blood in the same building, same house. It might be a king phone, a blood phone, motherfucking Nieta phone, even though I don't really hear him around no more. You know, it might be a gang house where certain gang members is cool with each other from certain sets and shit.
Now, of course, like I said before, it's never hating or trying to divide and conquer. I don't do that. That's Corey with a K, High, H-I, Corey High. Go check out his page. He's only been home like 4 weeks, if that. Right? Shout out to Corey High. He's a blood member, and he just came home. So I just did that also for homeboy that keeps commenting in the comments. Oh, what you talking about? In all the buildings on the island, the Crips and the Bloods are together. Nah, bro, every time, you act like if I haven't went through the island this year, and I don't like to tell people all my business, bro, on YouTube. I'm not one that does that. But in certain places, of course, they get along. Nobody's saying that. I got a lot of friends that's Crips that I grew up with, and Blood. You see me posted on my lives and all that. I just stopped doing it on this page because I already know what's going to happen with YouTube. Because everybody's trying to be gang now because they feel that drama sells more than your regular content. Like, bro, make content. Stop talking about the same thing, but in reverse, in different ways. And they still haven't came up with no solution, no nothing. Nothing that benefits the people on becoming better people. All these movements were made for the upliftment of our own people. But yet all we do is down our own people and talk about each other all day. And I mean, I say my people because I got friends and family in both. So I'm not talking about KINGs because they don't really make videos when it comes, especially not beefing and talking all that to each other. But even homeboy said it, that he just came home. Or he said, let me correct that. There's no Blood and Crips in the same house. On the island. He said it may be is a king phone and a Blood phone. And maybe a Nieta phone, but he don't really see them around like that no more. And that's with all respects. Because sometimes you got one or two that'll come through that'll just thorough and be like, yeah, I'm Nieta, but he really gets busy. There's people and everything that really get busy. And of course, I'm never promoting none of that. Of course, I believe you should hold yourself down. I say all that to say that, bro, New York is New York. We got our own style, our own wave. Be easy. You don't need to be trying to please nobody from nowhere else, bro. And I'm not talking about when it comes to the gang culture. Let's get this straight. I'm not talking about when it comes to the gang culture. I'm not blood, I'm not Crip. You know what I'm saying? I'm none of that. I'm Warpath from on the Lockout. You see the lion right there with the lock? That's what's going on. Facts. But people ask me my opinion, so I give you a little bit of my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So we got a little part 2 to this coming up, man. But right now, I'm going to let y'all go, man. You heard? But I got a lot more to say about this. Leave in the comments how you feel about this. Other people talking about, yo, y'all dudes in New York copy, no good, fake, whatever people are saying. When you talking directly, you're involving a whole group of people. Like, people just take a whole gang thing from LA, from wherever. Like, listen, bro. We take things and we make them better. You heard? Facts. New York way. Y'all already know it's on the Lockout. But I'm going to let y'all go because I got to take a shit. You heard? Gang shit. Holla at your boys. Warpath. Stay tuned. Part 2 coming right near. Gang. Alrighty. Let's get it. Love all people.